dinner.
If I could go back and fuck one girl.
Yo! Yes! I like that question!
Yesterday!
It's the Life After High School podcast.
Fucked up friends, dog.
This is my cousin.
I call any yeah, even
my
still,
favorite.
dude, I
This
call
is
any
my
of my
favorite.
friends or cousin, dude. I'm just like, yeah, give me some questions for a Q&A. They're like, man, what the fuck are you bothering me for? Like,
No, Nikki's the best. Nikki's a realist.
Hey, she looks like your cousin.
Yo, we get that we're siblings all the time.
You look more like my brother than my actual brother does. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I have one more.
Oh, shit.
If you had to marry the last person you had sex with, how would it go? Like, would it work out? Would you be happy about it?
Send my
oh,
monitor.
thank God I'm gonna clear out that one. Perfect, dude. That's brownie points. Yes, because I love her.
That is beautiful.
She's from New York, dog. She's like, shut up, mutt.
She is like literally the female version of me that doesn't do drugs.
Is that microphone close enough to me?
Oh yeah, it's picking up.
Is it because I'm yelling?
No, it's picking up. It's because it's designed to.
Yeah, well, I think the fact that we're in these channels as well echoes our voice towards the microphone.
Alright, that's not for me.
Are you in the camera there, Zach?
We're all in the
Give me
camera.
a left-hand motion. Hey, there you are.
So welcome everybody to our first Ask Us Everything segment here on the Life After High School YouTube channel. Here where we have the guests get sent in through our socials and the Twitterverse questions, random questions overall. So the three of us, we have my good buddy,
You gotta
Neil's good buddy.
redo that, dude.
What do you mean?
Because you're looking into the camera, dude. If it's a podcast, it doesn't
It's
show
not,
you.
it's a video.
Oh.
Where were you when I introed it? We're gonna keep this
I
raw.
zoned out. It's like,
This is the
like,
Joe-
I'm like, Glenn, why are you looking at the camera, dude? You're talking to
Engage the audience, dude. Open your eyes.
They're open, dude.
So, we have our good buddy Zach,
Hey.
the audio engineer straight from Scarborough in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Damn straight, I don't live in Scarborough anymore. I made it out the hood. Thank you.
Started from the bottom and you're still there.
Yeah.
It's halfway up.
Of that.
In the middle, owner operator of YG Excavations.
Big man.
Letting them know. Raking in cash flow. Here we go. So, Zach, what's going on there?
I'm getting FaceTime, but it's less important than
That's not
our
this-
podcast.
not
Is it her
this head.
tits?
I certainly hope not, because I wouldn't want to ignore that.
Like I said, certainly hope not. It's not my mom.
I will grab these pints. Let's start off.
Oh,
And yeah, we're gonna answer some questions today. I'm gonna do this. Neil doesn't drink beer.
Open the beer.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, she's a squirter.
G'day.
You're fucking covered in bruise.
Just shave my hand. Why are you so uptight?
We got questions. We went on Twitter, Instagram, mostly Instagram, used the feature to ask questions, get people to respond.
That'll work.
I got a bunch of really weird questions and a bunch of really insightful questions.
I'll hit one of yours.
You want to hear one of mine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so people who know me know that I smoke weed. And
What?
And what?
I've yet to learn that.
And one of the questions here is, when was the first time you smoked weed? The first time I smoked weed was in between grade 8 and grade 9. I was in Pickering, Ontario, and I rolled the shittiest joint ever. But I got really stoned, and when I walked into a Tim Hortons, I thought I was walking through a portal into another universe. It was fucked. But yeah, that was the first time I smoked
Alrighty,
weed.
dude. Sounds like you did some lace shit, but
Might have. I wouldn't know.
It was an acid
but you
tablet.
smoked fentanyl. That's what happened.
God.
Oh god.
So yeah.
Have you two ever smoked weed and even once tried it?
No, my company has a strictly no drug policy.
Yeah.
Zero.
That's even for the owner, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's in the bylaws. It's a real deal.
His policy he came up with.
Yeah. There's no need for marijuana in my life. So.
Living the high life.
Can't say the same.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So,
Wait, did this just turn into a drinking game? At the end of every question, we drink a beer?
Yes.
I think so.
Absolutely.
I'm in.
Glenn, let's hear your question.
All right,
It's
so
my home.
Keg key_G Gan responded and said, ass or tie dyes, or better yet, poopy asshole, it hairy titties.
What?
I'm confused about the question. I think he's trying to say bum or breasts. That I think is what
Ass.
he's trying to
Oh,
say.
Ass always.
Yeah.
If you're a
Always.
tits guy, dude, I'm questioning you, man.
Yeah.
What is
Straight
that?
up, dude. I just don't trust you if you like tits
Yeah.
more than you like ass. Like, I like a good set of tits, but dude, if you got that ass, dude, it's a 1-1, dude. It's winning.
This was right down Neil's lane.
Yeah.
Like this is Neil. This is Neil's like.
Dude, like, honestly,
Forte.
if you... Like,
If he wasn't a heavy equipment operator, he'd be an astronaut.
I need a firm pair of booty cheeks. That's what I need.
You need to be doing it from behind and have it ripple when it hits the hips, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to ripple like when you drop the pebble.
I don't know about ripple.
Ripple. Yeah,
Ever dropped a pebble?
Yeah, drop a pebble in water and you see the ripple.
Try.
Yeah.
Alright, next question.
We didn't take a drink.
Oh, yeah.
That ass is a fat with a pH. Let me tell you.
I'm very mechanical, so a lot of my friends know
He's a
that.
robot.
Yeah, I'm a fucking robot. Mechanically inclined robot. So I work on a lot of my friends' vehicles because they don't know what they're doing. They call me up, or if they do think they know what they're doing, then you know this, that, and the other thing. So T_Bentit9 asked me, how do you change a sway bar link? So a sway bar link, for those of you that don't know, it's what keeps your car from fucking swaying side to side on the highway when it's a windy day. It basically just dampens up everything. So it's pretty easy. You go to Maslach, buy sway bars, take the old one off, put the new one on, use a fucking ratchet to tighten it up.
Now, it is possible to drive with a broken sway bar, depending on the vehicle. You'll hear
No,
thumps
like
and stuff.
it's possible.
Right.
Like on my other truck, I removed my sway bar totally
Mhm.
for better travel.
Now, do
Like,
they
you know,
wear out, or do they like the
Yeah,
wear
yeah.
as they break,
The
right?
bushings wear out,
Mm.
so that's what happens there. Like rubber, you don't grease them, it's what wears out.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So when the shocks get worn out, that's when the sway bars get.
Not when the shocks wear out, just after a long enough time. Like I've never had to replace my sway bar bushings, but I've had to replace my shocks before.
Well,
Okay.
that makes a lot of sense. I was going to a music festival with a group of friends, and we were going to use one of my friend's cars. And she said that it wouldn't be a good idea because the drive was over 8 hours, and her sway bar was broken. And her car is like a really tiny, like Mazda. So she's like, it already has some problems. She said, no, fuck it, we'll take somebody else's car.
Yeah, so basically, like you'd be going down the highway and you'd feel like the car's about to flip over if there's a strong enough gust of wind.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we didn't want that.
not ideal.
Not
No.
ideal.
All right, Zachy, buddy, you got a question?
Yeah, I got a bunch. Got a bunch of questions.
Kept that going with just Google searches.
Let's see.
Long enough.
416.kiki asked me, what is a typical day for a music engineer? Well, my days change a lot depending on where I am. But if I'm working on music, the number one goal for me is to make sure that the artist is comfortable. If the artist isn't comfortable, you're not going to end up having a great result. I can try to fix things in post, but having a great first take is always the best possible outcome. And making the artist comfortable with not only you, but the situation and the setting is so crucial in order for having a good session. After the equipment's set up and then the talent's comfortable, then it's about feeling out the vibe of the day and what they want their music to sound like. Often that'll start by just playing beats. Sometimes artists will show up with beats on a USB stick, sometimes it's online. Sometimes they're just not prepared and they ask me to just rip beats off of YouTube. And you know what? No, like you'd be surprised.
Hefty copyright right there.
No, you would be surprised at how many like artists come in and you just start going through YouTube looking for beats that say free in the name.
Give
so you
me
can
free
rip it off.
head bumping beats 2012. I heard a fucking banger on there last week, dude.
It was an hour and a half long, but
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you just take that and then record on that.
Like
but
watch, dude.
the more serious artists don't do that. The more serious artists often have producers craft a beat for them, and they'll come in with the beat and a hook already written. So they're already really prepared. They're ready to spit that hook, and then as soon as the hook's done, the vibe's set for the song, then they can kind of add in verses, add in a bridge,
Nice.
you know, make it sound really cohesive. And then after the session's done, it's a big sesh. We smoke a bunch of blunts, you know, listen to the music we just made, talk about if we want any changes done from it, and then I'll go back that evening or better yet the next morning and do any corrections. But that's pretty much how my sessions run.
Have you, like, 'cause right now I just found this, dude. Can you slap this on the speaker for me, dude? And I'll spin a tune.
yeah, we can go back and forth with it.
What speaker?
And it's just like,
Hey, speaker.
system, dude. Can you hook me up?
I don't.
There's
I
no
don't
speaker here.
I don't have a speaker.
You can do it.
No, I'm not phone. But like, that's what people do. They're like, yeah, just plug that in, dude. Like, put that in the aux cord, dude. When you have a.
It's kind of like, you don't put it in the aux
$multi-million-dollar
cord. You put it in the session, but essentially that's what it is. Yeah, and then I have to find the BPM for that so I can set the metronome, and then the key of the song so I can set auto tune if they want auto tune.
Like, yeah, baby. Like Freddie Wap auto tune.
Yeah, man.
Like Rich Homie, dude.
Yeah.
I fuck with Rich Homie.
I fuck with Rich Homie.
Let's be
I haven't
real,
heard from
Rich
him.
Homie.
Dude, he's a man when he walks through.
Rich Gang, dude. Rich Gang.
Okay, thank you, 416 Kiki, for asking that question. That's Keegan. He comes to the pool I work at in the summer.
Oh
I think the kid's like 15. Good question. Solid question,
Dude,
Keegan.
this song though, dude, you don't, dude.
Yeah.
Don't play too much or his podcast will get removed for copyright infringement.
30 seconds.
Lifestyle.
TikTok lifestyle. Dude, that should never go on bad, dude. I wake up in the morning, bump that. Dude, that's my alarm clock right now. My boss wondering why I'm always late to work and shit. Even though I'm me.
That's my lifestyle.
I'm just like, dude, when Rich Homie Quan plays in the morning, you just want to go back to bed. It's so beautiful. You're like, my day cannot get better. You're like, you know what I
Oh
mean?
my god. Yeah, fair.
Alright.
But yeah, that's that right there.
That's that.
Clint, yeah.
So, D. Evon 1203 responded to your question sticker. How high am I? How about we call him and find out?
Oh.
How high am I?
If you were willing to guess how high he is right now, how high do you think he'd be?
And
I don't know, dude. Yvonne sounds like some like white kid that buys
Like, you
fucking
met
a
him the
gram
other
for
day.
$40.
He's a 6'5" guy.
Oh, never mind. Dude.
He's this guy. He's the guy
that
with the
guy.
fucking. He's his dog taking that poor girl. See, he's blah blah blah.
See the guy that does jujitsu? I met the other night. Yeah,
I mean,
that guy.
he's probably pretty fucking high right
Oh,
now.
he's probably really.
He went
stoned.
outside on the fucking patio, dude. Smoked a blunt. I'm like, or a joint, I assume. And he just just came back here. He was like nothing happened, dude. Like, fuck.
That's-
He's pretty fucking high right now.
He's a pretty intense guy. Yeah.
Well, it's
He's probably-
Thanksgiving, dude. That's
probably
how you
good
deal
guy.
with your family right there. So
You got another question, Neil?
I'll skip this rotation.
Skip this rotation. All right, I got a question from Nikki Learsh,
Okay.
and this one kind of relates to the original podcast more about life after high school. Do you guys feel like any post-secondary education is beneficial or worth it?
Hells no.
Explain. So you're
Well, like
you're an operator.
I've made my success from not going to high school. Like I'm 20.
You mean
like I'm,
post-secondary.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut that part out so he doesn't
no,
sound like
he's not in.
doesn't need it.
I also didn't go to high school. Like, I didn't even go to high school that much either. But, you know, it's depends on what you want to do. If you want to be a doctor, yeah, I'd suggest going into post-secondary. But a lot of the trades, like, people are going to school for carpentry and stuff like that, like, won't get a job as a carpenter. You're going to start pretty shitty wages, but you're going to build yourself up to where you're high paying. And you'll learn a lot more in those 4 years in the field than you'll learn in 4 years in school.
Hey, Tommy Texter, you're the guy with the actual post-secondary education. How do you feel about this question?
All right, two of us. Okay.
Well, you're the only one here that's actually completed post-secondary education. I'm still not done my degree. So what do you think?
I never went. I never went, so.
Yeah. So, it depends. Education and school are two very different things. I completely disagree that both of them did not do post-secondary education, because that means they did not learn on their own after the age of 18 when they would have finished high school. So
post-secondary education means going to a post-secondary institution.
So in that case,
you can still continue to learn after high school. That's a fact. Obviously, Neil's learned a shit ton after high school.
He's gone
because that's why he has this success, right?
He just didn't go in the mainstream method of it.
Yeah.
I think depending on the program, of course, but I don't think all of them are beneficial. I think stuff like actuarial sciences and like technology courses and things that require you to actually comprehend a lot of skills, like medical fields and stuff, you can't just you can't just grind and hustle at 4 different jobs to hopefully get and to be an intern at a massage therapy institute. It doesn't work like that. Stuff like that, you do need that education. But again, in this case, to be a heavy equipment operator and own your own corporation, you don't need to have 5 years of heavy equipment operating school, because that doesn't exist.
Now, you said that not every university or college program is beneficial. I disagree. I think every single program is beneficial because you're still learning critical thinking skills. You're still learning a lot of valuable life skills while you're in school. Now, beneficial doesn't mean worth it. If you're spending, $8,000 on a program that you know isn't gonna make you succeed in the future, sure, you're getting these critical thinking skills, these life skills out of it, but is it really worth $8,000 a year? That's the question you have to ask yourself, right? But I do feel like every single program is beneficial.
So I kind of agree with that, but I still think that, say you want to go into the trades, but you learn by sitting in a classroom better, you probably shouldn't go into the trades.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize that. I have some buddies that, they're in electrical right now, and they think it's the best thing in the world, but they enjoy the math classes and whatnot as well. I'm like, well, yeah, you're gonna be doing math, but if you don't enjoy going to the shop class more than your math class, probably shouldn't be in the trades.
Yeah, that's true. Fair. That's true. And then to kind of follow up this question, because you did give me a follow-up question, do you think there's a stigma in our society for not going to post-secondary?
I think there's a stigma against both. I think if people don't go, they're just, they're not going to be successful. But I think that's more old-fashioned people thinking that way.
Well, I was pressured by my dad to go. Well, he never was able to have a post-secondary education, so I thought he felt like it was very important for me
vicariously
to do it, and I think he also wanted to live vicariously through my experiences. I wish I had taken a break and really thought things out before I went right into university, because then I wouldn't be in the position I'm in today, where I'm 2-3 years into a program and not enjoying it. So
true. Nice. So, my buddy A. Rodriguez, bitch.
Okay, dude, let me fucking read that. What questions? Let me see that, dude.
He says,
let me see it.
Why? You want to read that one?
Which one?
That one.
Oh. Dude, you're retarded. It's A-Rod. Response to your question sticker. Why the fuck is you drinking twisted tea? I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Why the fuck is you drinking twisted tea?
Aren't you drinking twisted teas? Next question. Died 1738. Oh wait, we just read that one. You gotta learn how to read, bro. Wagon Wheel McLeod responds to your sticker. When are we doing the 2 guys in 1 shower podcast?
So,
Oh wow.
I'm gonna give people context.
No, I don't think they need it. Just give us a date so we have an audience.
Shout out to you, Justin. So,
Justin.
Buddy's a
Wagon
purple
Wheel
belt.
McLeod.
Buddy's a purple belt in my gym, and he.
About in his gym, and I'm telling this guy he's a fucking lewd. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with
He's
you?
a cop right now too, and he did
getting
like the
arrested.
military as well. Like
He's getting arrested.
As we're drinking beer.
He's not a guy you really fuck around. Like, hey, when we get initiated, like when you get promoted belts, everyone like lines up who's a belt, your belt or higher, and they whip you, and that's like your initiation. And he's getting whipped, smiling the whole fucking time. Like, this guy's fucking psycho. Moving past that, we go in the shower, right? We go in the change room, right? And I hop in the shower, and all of a sudden, he walks in. He's like, "Hey, who's in the shower?" And then there's like someone in the shower. I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's me." And he's like, "Yo, Glenn, buddy, when are we gonna do a podcast together? We should do 2 guys, 1 shower. I'll hop in right now, get the mic going." I'm like, "Fuck right off." He's like, "Get the-" and then I see him last Thursday, and the 4 of us, right? Alex, Erica, Justin, and I. He was like, "Dude, like, let's do 2 guys in 1 shower after this. Let's fucking." And then he did it again. He responded. He's like, 2 guys, 1 shower? Question mark. When are we gonna do that podcast? And I was like, "Dude, you can come on whenever you want." He's like, "Nah, I want to do 2 guys in 1 shower." And I'm like, "I'm not fucking
Oh my
doing
god.
that." But yeah, that's the context.
Because you guys don't smoke weed. Here's another weed question.
You can pretend.
Maybe you could pretend. You could pretend. This question is: how many grams of weed have you smoked in a day?
18.
You're actually
Not a
not
lot.
that far off.
Not a lot.
It was 420 in Toronto. 420 goes crazy in Toronto. Everybody gets together at Yonge Dundas Square. It used to be Yonge Dundas Square, and now they do it at Toronto. Now they do it at Nathan Phillips Square. But either way, people just get belligerently stoned. So I grabbed a half ounce, not expecting to smoke it all. I smoked it all. So that's about 14 grams in a day, which was really. I fell asleep. Like I got home, laid down on my couch.
On the corner of Yonge and Dundas.
Yeah, the corner of Yonge and Dundas, just passed out on the ground. When I was younger, I did green out. I did smoke so much weed that I like threw up.
What
and I like
the
felt
fuck?
dizzy and like weird. Yeah,
Have you ever been carried by your older brother up 400 meters and up 40 flights of stairs?
I'm an only child, so I can't.
40 flights of stairs.
What do you get? 40 steps worth of stairs. What do you mean you're an only child? Dude, are you not pissed off? You just said he's an only child, he has no brothers.
I never said I had no brothers. I said I'm an only child.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
I was getting
that's
fucking
right.
fired up.
That's right.
You call me junkyard dog.
Would you bark into the mic for us?
Got my name for a reason.
Yeah.
Godfather, junkyard
Okay.
dog, whatever it is.
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
marijuana.
Here's a good one. So, can you read this name? This one here? What's the name? I can't quite read that.
Dive in condos. Continuous. Dive in contuous.
Dive in contuous.
Yeah.
Uis or Uis?
I don't know.
Uis. Okay, let's say
I
Uis.
don't know my reading glasses.
Would you, this is a good question for all of us, would you recommend living in a big or small city after graduating?
Oh, I like that.
That's a good question.
Depends on how much money you want to spend. That's it. If you're okay with spending a shit ton of money, fuck it, move to Toronto. But if you don't want to spend money like that, I mean, Toronto's not the city for you. It's fucking expensive.
How about we pair that with, depends on what your personality's like. And I'm going to shoot at some people with this one. If you like hanging around with the same people you grow up with, and you want to be buddy, and relive a bunch of shit going on in your life that, like, I want to relive the good old days until the day you die, and then you realize the good old days only happened once. And you're like, shit. Because it's never better the second time.
No, it's never.
Except 22 Jump Street.
And the second Terminator.
Iron Man 2 was pretty good.
Yeah.
Fucking Rush Hour 3 was good. What else?
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Too
Yeah.
Fast, Too Furious, way better than first. Anyways,
Second Incredibles.
the second Incredibles
Oh.
that was good. That was a good eye.
Yeah.
High School Musical 2. Neil really liked that one.
Finding Dory sucks shit.
Yeah,
Finding Dory is
That's
yeah.
for you, Mom.
Shit.
So,
Shots fired. Kill everybody to that.
it's fine if you don't like, if you're comfortable where you are and you don't want to go out and like start from scratch, meet new people, and try to branch out that way, because that way's a lot more fun. Trust me.
And also, Toronto is the kind of city, or any big city, is the you making fun of me for that? That's how I said. That's how
No, people say Sudbury.
That's how my city's pronounced.
I'm like,
Toronto.
fuck you, Trevor.
Toronto.
Trevor.
But you know, if
Sudbury.
if you like having like new experiences and you don't mind spending a lot of money, like definitely a big city is the space for you. But if you don't like having new experiences and you move to a city like Vancouver or Toronto, you're going to get lonely because you feel like you're in such a big space and you don't connect to anything. So you have to be an outgoing person that likes to try new things in order to really enjoy a big city like that.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Thanks.
So,
Thanks, bitch.
yo, what the fuck?
What the fuck? All right.
Fuck you, bud.
You want the big guns to come out? How about this question?
Alright, ladies,
if
keep
you
your fucking pants on.
if you could go back and fuck one girl from your past
Is this
that
a question
isn't
you were
a
asked?
curl girl
Right.
that isn't a current girlfriend? Yes, this is from Nikki Lears.
I want to hear Neil's answer first.
If you were to go back and fuck one girl from the past that you are not in a relationship with now, who would it be?
Fuck it.
Wait, if I could go back and fuck some shit?
Yeah, from your past that isn't a current girlfriend.
Can we just like, what?
Can we pause this?
Can we pause and answer the questions so you can make
Okay,
sure?
let me check who follows this, dude. Let me check who follows your account.
You'll love to see it who don't follow it.
Yeah, but
No.
you gotta be careful, dude. You gotta be cool. Amy Shaw.
Damn.
We all know that.
Yeah, fuck.
Fuck, dude.
Oh,
I'm rooting for you every moment of the day when that, like with that one, fuck.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Call her and tell her to ask us questions.
Yeah?
No, Nikki didn't specify if it was a girl that you previously slept with or not. So this leaves it very open.
but why would you go back and sleep with a girl you already slept with?
Yeah, like isn't that the whole point of sleeping with other girls?
I mean, good
He's
pussy.
like,
Good
shit.
pussy is good pussy. I don't know what to
Fair.
say, bro. I'll fuck it more than
Personality,
once.
dude. It's about the personality.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Anyway, there's this girl from my high school with a fat
I'm not
ass,
gonna call her out.
with a
I had it
fat ass named Hind.
No, I'm good.
I asked
Named
her,
Tammy?
no, named Hind.
Oh,
she's
Hind.
Moroccan.
Oh.
She had a fat ass, and I never got to slap that. That's okay.
You gotta
That's
clap them
okay.
cheeks, eh?
I would have loved to clap those cheeks. And you know what? She's even more fine now. So we'll see.
Usually a girl like who you didn't have sex with, but
I didn't have sex with her. No.
in some case. So the question is who you didn't have sex with, who you wish you like.
Well, no, she didn't specify if it was someone
Well, we're doing that, right?
previously or not. So I left it open. So that's a girl that
That
I
was
didn't-
your answer, though, right, Neil?
Yeah, that was a girl that I didn't sleep with that I'd like to. If it was a girl that I'd like to revisit, her name is Maria. Wait, is it?
Zach's got like fucking got lists.
I think it's Maria.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, basically what Zach's saying,
Yeah.
if you want to fuck bitches, move to Toronto. Move to the big city.
Move to big city, buy a bunch of acid tablets. Start a GoFundMe, like
Don't
Zach
buy a
tells
bunch
on
of
the
acid
show.
tablets.
No, do it.
Don't buy a bunch of acid
That's what he said.
tablets.
Buy a
Yo,
bunch of
I feel
acid tablets.
attacked.
Sell it to them. We're not attacking you at all.
I feel attacked. I don't sleep around like that. I mean, I catch my fair share of play, but I don't sleep around like that. That's not.
You're as shallow as a fucking plate of cereal, bud.
I've never heard that one before.
Yeah,
That's
you need a
brilliant.
lifeguard for that pool, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't even gotta put a fence up, dude. You puddle jump
Like-
against some rubber boots.
Empty kiddie pool.
That lifeguard is wearing rubber boots because that's all he needs to get in there. He doesn't have to get wet.
He wears full pants tucked into the boots.
Doesn't even.
Dive in the pussy, no scuba gear.
What was that?
Dude, have you guys seen the French Montana video for, or the like music video for Wiggle It? Dude, fucking buddies underwater, dude, the goggles on and shit up in that pussy, but the pussy, like the goggles are like, you know, dazzled.
I
dazzled.
think Glenn thinks that he got out of the question, but I didn't forget. So.
Anna Chapman. I can get enough.
Okay, I don't know who, but okay.
Yeah, you do.
You're
North
good
Way.
at dabs. Oh shit.
There it is.
Oh shit. Okay.
I was just thinking of my answer. I was like, fuck. Like,
It was not thinking of his answer. You can Google it or Facebook page.
Is she still hot? Okay, she is.
okay, here's the thing. I think
Please
she-
explain yourself to your girlfriend.
I think for the environment, at first I thought she was fuego, and it
Was she camp hot? Was that the issue?
It's always the issue.
Oh,
Did you
shot.
say it was good for the environment?
Hmm?
You saw with her?
I just think Hannah wasn't the most photogenic woman of all time, which didn't help her case. But my thing with this is, it's you like it's only 2 weeks where like I knew her, right?
Mhm.
So I met her. I'm like, oh, like all right, cool, like, let's do this. Only one like older, so the only one that made sense at the time. So I was like, oh, cool, let's do that. And
For saying you didn't want to
then-
fuck a 16-year-old staff member, you wanted to fuck the 17-year-old staff member.
She was like 19.
Why do you put, dude? Like, do you listen to your podcast?
Dude, I looked at one of the photos I posted, right, and you can see both.
What?
Hold on, what?
Both the fucking feet in the episode. Get your bitching at dabbing for last time.
I told you not to fucking put my feet in there, dude.
But your feet were in that.
Told you to put
You
the-
should have worn socks.
I was wearing it was fucking July 1st. It was hot.
Best thing, yeah. You fucking it was nighttime. Put on socks so people don't see your feet. What do you think of feet?
Us asking each other questions
I,
now.
yeah, I mean,
Fuck it, let's go.
I think feet are interesting. I dislike them, but they're interesting. My feet get cold pretty easily.
I once slept with a chick with 6 toes
What?
on 1 foot. I didn't know that beforehand.
6 toes?
6 toes.
You have to find out how fucking far out here.
I didn't know that I didn't know that was a thing until after.
Wow.
So I would like to say I slept with a girl with 5 toes on 1 foot, but
Wait, 6 toes on 1 foot or
Yeah.
6 toes in total?
6 toes on 1 foot.
Okay.
It was only on 1, like 3 to 2, dude. That's like 3, dude.
That's weird.
Unless they have 4 and 2. You know?
She
Fucking
8 feet.
looking like a fucking alpaca toe or some shit, dude. Not even a camel toe, like an alpaca. You know, they only have the 2 little thingies there. That's
Wow.
how alpacas walk.
You slept with a girl that is an incest baby.
Yeah, it's weird, dude.
Is that what that
Probably
means?
shouldn't tell most
Probably.
people that.
Yeah.
Probably cut that part out.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Do you have another question? Go ahead. You want me to hit another one?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you hit one up.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Wait.
If you could walk in to a room and have one song play, what would that song be? Like almost like a
What-
theme
what
song,
word
like
can
an
you make
entrance music.
Working.
Horror,
I walk a flocker.
Yeah.
horror show style, the Whittler remix.
Hold on. What?
Horror show style, the Whittler remix.
If you pull that up.
You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, why don't you pull that up, please,
I
brother?
was just, it's the song I just played in the car before we like.
Oh, I like that.
Came out. And this is actually a free song, so you wouldn't get copyrighted for that.
Hey, play more than 30 seconds.
I like hip hop and I like dubstep. So let's put them together. I should have fast forward to the drop. I just don't know how to do that.
What? What are you looking for, buddy? Dude.
Yo, I just think that song is hype as fuck. Yo, anytime I hear that, it hypes me up. So if I heard that every time I walk into a room, I just
You'd be like, all right, I'm ready to
Porsche
go.
style. Porsche style.
What's that song? Probably I'm gonna look that up. Let me see this shit.
Yo.
It's only on SoundCloud.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
1 second. Low down.
Flow then?
Yeah, Flo Dan, horror show style, Whittler bootleg.
Yo. Dude. If you could only ask one question today, like if you could only say one word today, what would that word be?
Fuck! no, and that's not it.
No?
I don't know.
research separately. Yeah, that's it. Honestly, if I could only say one word in a day, it would just be love. That's it. Love has an application anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. You could respond to positivity with love. You could respond to negativity with love.
Let's test it. Yo, do you want to shoot this guy or not?
Love.
That was terrible.
Yo, basketball later?
Love.
Yo, I think he's on something right now.
I think it might be.
Well, it's
all right. You ready? Yo, back one for one. Okay, ready? Let's go. Fire around. Okay, ready? All right. How tall are you?
My next was gonna be what oil do you put in a car?
That's synthetic.
What happens when the engine blows up?
Love dies.
That Cardi drive.
Love.
Ever
How old are
fucked
you?
a bitch because you don't love her?
Love. How old are you, dude?
Love.
Shit. Where'd you get those glasses?
Love.
I don't know, dude. It's like not making sense to me, dude.
Yeah, but
I think I broke it down, dude.
But what is there any word that would work with anything? I don't think so.
If you had one word you could use all day, say one thing, what would you say?
Fuck. Shit.
That was my
Fuck, shit, bitch!
Fuck, shit, bitch, young Chuck West, yeah, you get it really rich. And let's just break all the walls of, normalization and try to get beyond the box of your brain, okay? Think outside the box.
Neil's like,
You gotta remember,
box.
we don't smoke weed, we don't do that shit like you do.
I know.
we can't
Listen,
get
get me
outside
another
our-
one of these.
But just try taking yourself from where you are and the perceptions that have made you who you are,
This is gonna be fun.
and just try to take yourself back from that and ask the question, what is your perception of reality? Like, how do you see reality as you do right now? Like, are you guys religious?
No.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all? Okay, so
Sounds like Glenn is. But I'm not.
but like, people who are religious, see their perception of reality based off of the values and history of their religion, right?
Yeah.
But like, how do you see yourself and where you are? Like, what is there a greater purpose? Like,
Okay, yo, we're gonna skip that.
wow, I
question.
stumped you motherfuckers, eh?
I wasn't listening to
I
it.
stumped you
dude.
He was
motherfuckers.
like, yo, you said perception.
Can you get another question there?
Oh man, I think, dude, what if we're all
Yeah, we should
like,
have put it where that's not the question. Dude.
Yo, we're
that
all
one
just
did not
fucking.
make the
I think we could honestly be. Have you ever seen that zoom out of just the galaxies in the solar system?
Yeah.
I don't even think we do exist. What was crazy is how big infinity is.
Yeah.
Is what freaks me out. Because somewhere,
Right?
some fucking million ways anywhere else, there's a fucking version of you, version of this asshole, version of me that's all done the exact same shit that we've done. That's how
Or-
fucking immense infinity
Or
is.
they haven't done the exact same shit that we've done, right? There's a lot of TV shows and movies that kind of touch on the idea that every single decision we make creates a different reality of ourselves. That
Like
make
it's a
us see every
timeline.
decision.
Like that episode of Community. Fuck Community
Kinda.
and Netflix are being taken off.
Yeah, fuck Netflix
Fuck
for taking
'em.
off Community. I love that
Fucking
show.
pissed, man.
So there's also another theory that because we can create
Oh Jesus.
a video game, like say GTA 5 for example, we can create that video game where we're controlling this person and how they react and what they do. But within that video game, you can also play another video game. Like you can play whatever in the arcade or some shit like that. So there's a theory that we might all just be controlled by another person or like someone else, whatever, playing us as if we're a video game to them that places us all in this room, or to go home and play GTA 5, where then we're a person playing a video game within a video game within a video game.
That seems to be like a very popular thought of what reality is right now. I have a buddy who's somewhat religious who thinks very much a similar idea to you do, except he thinks it's
Well, I
very...
don't think that. I just
Well,
think
okay,
that's whack, but I'm
sorry.
just giving that an example.
Sorry. Who thinks the same as your example, except he thinks it's disrespectful to think of it as a video game or a simulation because he's religious, and he thinks, God is doing all this. I'm not religious, so I'm not saying that it's accurate, but he thinks that it is somewhat like a simulation, and we're not necessarily being controlled, but the environment around us is.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's really interesting to think about. He even went so far as to give it a name. Instead of calling it reality, he called it contogna, because it's a different thought of where we are.
Contognum?
Contogna, yes.
Can you use it in a sentence? No,
Um,
don't. I'm joking.
I think you just did.
yeah,
I know, that's why.
It's called Contognum.
it's called contogna. Yeah, because he thinks calling it a simulation is disrespectful to the creator or whatever it is, right? I mean, again, I'm not religious, right? So this is somebody else's theory, but it's just interesting to talk about these kinds of things.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sorry for such an in-depth, thought-provoking question.
I thought we were just gonna drink beer and talk shit about it. Or fucking reinventing the universe.
Hey man, sometimes you have to go hunting for purpose, you know?
I go hunting for quail.
Neil looks like his hair is made of quail meat. Like
If I didn't
it's
say
dipped-
quail
like it's
just there, you
dipped
would not
in-
have used quail.
Like it's dipped in quail meat. I was gonna say it looks like beaver hair, but dipped in quail meat. Dipped in quail butter is worse.
So all you viewers, I don't know if you know this, but back in my parents' age, pussy used to be called beaver.
Yeah, get a
Yeah.
pelt, dude. How many
Yeah.
pelts you
Big
snag?
pelts used to. Fuck. Nah, I didn't. I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, dude, I'm old. I'm old, dude. I'm only 20, but I've put the fucking work in a 4-year-old, dude. So I'm basically born in the 80s. Just wait.
Nice.
70s.
Shit.
I don't know when the fucking 80s. When.
Yo, why? You haven't started talking shit about any of us though.
Oh, I
Yeah, bring some shit. Talk some shit, Neil. Talk some
Come on,
shit.
pussy, put your phone away.
Certainly.
Live in the moment.
I'm not gonna say shit. I'm like, dog, where'd you get them shoes?
Exactly. Actually got these.
matching socks.
I actually got these from Nordstrom Rack. No, they're different socks. One's gray.
Yo,
one's blue.
show the camera. Like, lift that thing up.
One sock's gray. One sock's blue.
Oh, I like that. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I would not have gotten those shoes, no matter how good of a sale they were on.
You
Well,
would.
they're the comfiest things I've ever put on my feet. I don't give a fuck what you say.
I would go barefoot through fucking sheet metal just not to wear those shoes.
All right.
Like,
Dude, if I walked into Sport Check tomorrow and they're like, hey, $25 on a gift card, you can buy whatever the fuck you want in the store, and whatever you buy, we'll give you a free GoPro Hero
All
5
I know,
if you buy these shoes.
all
I still won't buy them.
all I know is if I ever had to wear Neil's shirt, I'd want to be burned alive just so the shirt got burnt with me.
you want all the bitches burnt with you, dog, because this shit gets them.
There's too many shades of gray. I think 2 is still too many.
I think it's 50
What,
shades
the
of gray.
50-year-old
50
fat
shades of
Sudbury bitches?
Laughs at his own joke, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm funny.
Dude, people from Toronto think they're the shit till they come up north and realize you don't fuck around either.
Fuck around either.
Oh,
way.
yeah,
We from Rhino. We from Rhino.
We're wrong. No, just
Dude,
like,
I
go up,
wish
see
the
fights in Toronto, it's actually
I
like,
wish the
what
fucking
fuck?
Quebec party moved to
But-
Toronto just to get them out of the country.
I'm really sorry you're so jealous. Fuck. I'm really sorry.
I
man.
wanted to. I can move there. I don't even like
Would you?
visiting there, dude.
Why don't you like visiting there, but you want to if you move there?
Neil stopped making sense because I started chirping him back. He's not used to it.
Yeah, man.
Neil doesn't like when people chirping back. It's
Yeah,
true.
he doesn't like
You
it.
just gotta sit there and
It
be
hurts
like,
his ego.
oh, this doesn't make sense.
Like everyone from Toronto is just like they think they're above the world. Like we picked up my girlfriend's dirt bike in Toronto, and they're like, oh, we're from Sudbury. And they're like, holy, that's like a 10-hour drive. I'm like, I made it here in 3.5 hours. What the fuck you thinking? Like they think that they're above the world right now. Like
Neil's joking. He made it there in 2.
they think that because Drake's from there and the Weekend, Belly and whatnot. That
I hate Drake.
Shout out to
What do you mean?
Belly.
Drake actually has been doing pretty good.
I like Drake for him putting the city on the map, but I don't like Drake for Drake.
Dude, Kawhi brought the chip to the city though.
We are still conference champions as of right now.
Still
The
NBA
Raptors are still NBA champions.
Yeah, and Drake acted like he was part of the team that entire
Yeah,
playoff
like,
season.
okay, bud.
He owns the team, doesn't he?
I'm sure he's invested in the merchandise,
He put them on.
but
He fully put them on though.
well, man, he said it right when he was fucking hosting the NBA or the ESPYs. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a fan.
He's the brand ambassador. He's the brand ambassador.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
Yeah, no, that's his actual title.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he is actually a part
Part of the team.
not necessarily the team, but he is
How do
a
you
part
know
of the
this?
brand. Because they say on the news,
He's
this is
paying
the
for
brand
shares.
ambassador.
He's not part of the team.
No, but he did put them on.
Yo,
I don't think
Yeah.
Kawhi would have gone to the team if Drake hadn't been the
No?
ambassador. Nope, I don't think so.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. fair.
But yeah, you know what? I guess you're right. People from Toronto do think they're top shit because it's just like there's so many people that you have to compete with that you almost feel like you have that status because you're competing all the time.
Said Barry.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, bitch, we live in the 705. We get blurry in the burry, bitch. Let's
my
go.
buddies still laugh, dude. And you're like, we're live in the 705, dude. Like 2 years ago, we're still laughing about that shit. I remember, just like, yo, we're live in the 705. It's like,
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing he's ever heard.
Damn. All right, let me try to find a question that's a little
Hey,
bit more
you
light.
should have
A little bit more light of a question.
fucking talking shit to Neil, though, man.
Oh, this will be easy for you two.
It ended well.
If you had to marry the last person you had sex with, would you be happy about it and why?
no. I'm just fucking with you, dude. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm not fucking with you yet. He's fucking with
Yeah,
B-Dog Biscuit over there.
I love you, my girlfriend.
You're okay, babe.
Gonna call her. Babe, I said some mean things on the podcast. Don't watch this episode, babe.
Neil makes a joke, but
So
like
sorry.
Neil jokes with this, but I can't hang out with Neil for more than 2 hours without Bronwyn calling him.
Honestly,
So,
I don't know.
before Billy Ray Cyrus's spirit animal, if he had AIDS, would fucking like that's what Neil looks like. Does he not? Does he not look like that?
A little bit.
Like you look like Billy Ray Cyrus before Old Town Road.
So fucking drop dead gorgeous.
No, irrelevant.
I think this show is becoming irrelevant.
Hey, the last girl that I slept with, I don't really know that well, so I don't even know if I'd be happy marrying her or not. But she is super like into her health, and she is really fun to hang out with. So as of right now, I would say I'd be happy.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna break that one down. You just said you didn't really know her well, but then you also said that she's really chill to hang out with. So what are you guys doing when you're hanging out?
Fucking.
But you don't socialize for 5 10 minutes?
No, yeah, we do. We do.
You're hitting her from
Yeah.
behind. What's your favorite color? Like, what's going on? Is that how you get socialized? Dude, we're both.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to give her a high five after we had sex the last time, and she was like,
They gotta give you the high five.
Yeah,
They give
that's
them-
true.
They give you the high five, it's a bit better, but when you give them the high five, it's just weird.
no,
I
I
only
like,
high five girls.
I like to be a little
Right,
weird. Fuck you mean? Let's get weird.
I'm like, we're about to
Let's
fuck, and then a high
let's
five.
get weird. That's my motto.
Okay,
Let's
what's
get
the
weird.
weirdest thing a girl's ever requested you do? Then we'll go to Neil for this question, so I hope you do it.
Ask me to do? Is that what you said?
That's hard because I've had sex really drunk a lot of times. I don't remember, but
So be sober might be one.
Yeah, that might be one. A girl I was sleeping with, I was like fucking a girl on my couch once, and she's like, "Can you fuck me upside down?" And I was like, "Wait, me or you?" And she's like, "Me." Okay, so I like grabbed her legs and her head was like on the ground. I was standing on the couch like trying. It didn't work very well, but it was really interesting.
Oh, the wheelbarrow?
Yeah. Yeah. But it was the way that she asked it. It wasn't the action of what we were doing. It was like, "Can you like put me like upside down?" And then she like said something else that was weird, but I don't remember it.
When I go
Wait,
to
was it the
dinner-
wheelbarrow or the waterfall?
I don't know.
Probably it might have been the waterfall,
Yeah.
not necessarily the wheelbarrow.
Yeah. It was weird.
Facing the roof? Floor.
Floor.
Oh yeah, it's
Waterfall.
wheelbarrow. No, it's wheelbarrow.
Sure?
Waterfalls when they're facing the ceiling. Look it up. Look it up. Tell me I'm wrong.
What's the weirdest thing
The girls ever
girls
asked
ever
me
asked you? Yeah.
if I could do $4,000 worth of work for free.
Oh.
Didn't say what subject it had to be.
Fair.
Like, yeah, totally. I'll pay for $2,000 worth of gravel for you for fucking nothing.
If I'm married a woman.
Yeah, what the
She's
fuck's
married.
with that,
She's married.
dude?
I saw that.
What the fuck, eh?
It's okay. Her
Yeah,
man's,
dude, I think you dodged the fucking bullet
yeah,
on
her
that
man's
one.
beat.
As soon as we broke up, Neil was like, "Good." She looked like a fucking pterodactyl, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, kind of. A little bit. Yeah.
Appreciate the sport team.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, be careful about who you trust, but you know, there's gotta be that one person that you can put your trust in to actually, you know, feel some sort of security, whether that be your girlfriend or your mom or your dad or someone that you grew up with for a while, or someone that you met like a month ago that you just feel really close with.
A few people for different things.
Right? It doesn't matter as long as you feel some sort of security with somebody, right?
Right. But you, Zach?
I can't say I have one moment that shifted me.
Right.
Every single moment of every single day changes who I am.
Ooh, love.
Love, honestly, man, peace and love, and like just enjoying people's company and enjoying company with like enjoying time with yourself. I actually, you know what? I think it was the day that I found, and this is gonna sound, you guys are gonna cheer me for this, I don't give a fuck. It was the day that I found yoga and meditation that really like kind of changed me, because I have a problem with anxiety, and I started feeling like some days I would just kind of shut down. I wouldn't be able to leave my house. I'd be on the bus going to class, or I'd say I'm sick, I'd call in, go home. I wasn't really sick. I just like wasn't feeling up to it. And I don't really do yoga for like doing yoga. I more just like stretch with it and kind of use it to help facilitate just like focusing on my breathing. But like being able to kind of take my mind away from distractions and focus in on something really kind of changed who I was and helped me calm down. And it also helped me deal with negativity or people that were chirping me really like easily.
You were able to fire back better because Neil didn't know what to say.
Yeah, man. Like I was explaining to
I do
you.
yoga. I'm better at chirping.
I was explaining to you when we recorded my podcast. I was explaining how I wrote on the Toronto rave community, like my GoFundMe page. And I was expecting
that was the funniest story
I was
I've ever
expecting all this hate coming at me, and I
Dude,
responded.
you got the hate.
And I responded to every comment positively, and people just like
Love.
weren't responding. Yeah, I was giving them love back. They'd be like, you pathetic piece of shit, you worthless asshole. You're using GoFundMe for your own personal gain so that you can go to a music festival. You're a fucking prick, blah blah blah. And I would just be like, dude, you should write poetry. That would be my response back, or something like that. Like just giving them love back.
Podcast on that note, dude. Like, dude, you should write poetry.
Dude,
The podcast is so fucking like entertaining.
And honestly,
Oh,
like giving
man.
people positivity
Actually,
from
really
from a negative, like giving a positive response from a negative statement. People don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, no, that's I agree with that 100%. Like, because people being like, say in the form of bullying, when you're being bullied, you like as the bully, you want them to feel less dominant than you. You want to be the alpha in the situation. And when you put them down and they, they start getting mad or they start getting upset, that's what you want. That's kind of the goal of bullying.
That fuels the
you want like the fuel, and I love doing that. Like, I love seeing people get pissed off. It's the most entertaining thing in the world for me.
It is.
And when I have someone coming and like, this is a study, like when you respond with positivity, they don't know how to react to it.
Exactly.
And that's a huge thing with bullying, especially like in an elementary school, high school, whatnot. When there's a bully, if you respond to them positively, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck's going on?" They're gonna pick someone else.
Yeah, they're not getting the right reaction. They're
not getting the reaction you want.
Yeah.
Like, for me, everything I do and say is like looking for a reaction. Like, I bait people for the reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if you don't react, it's not going on. Or if you react in a positive manner, then it's like, what the fuck?
And then it was funny because there were people that were commenting that knew that I was doing, and they were just like they would egg me on a bit and then laugh at my response because they wanted me to like say something witty and positive back. There are people that commented, "I'm just here for the Zach Bourne comments," and like, and then those ones made me feel a lot better and made me keep going.
Yeah.
But this post has like 300 plus comments on it on Toronto Rave community.
Shit.
Yeah. But my GoFundMe's ended. I made $70 and used it at the festival. Most of it were my friends that donated, though. It wasn't just random people.
Right, they're like your buddies who wanted you to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But there were a couple random people who donated. I was like, man, thank you.
Like, a couple fucking drug addicts helping out another couple drug addicts.
Nice. Yeah, no kidding, eh?
Yeah.
All right, Neil, what is your? Do you
What was
have
the
one?
question?
Or do you have...
Sorry, dude, we gotta start talking about yoga and shit. Like, where is this?
What was like?
What physical activity helped me the most? Rock climbing. Is that what the question was?
No, we
No,
can
but
talk
I
about
like
that.
your effort.
Okay,
Yeah.
what was the question? What was the
No,
original?
the question.
We'll go with that. That was good. I was like, oh shit, it might have been.
The question was, what moment in your life kind of like shifted you to change into the person you are today?
I don't know. I think like grade 6, I was getting bullied a lot because I had long hair like I did now. So it like made me insecure, and even now I'm still insecure. I'm always worried what people think, but at the same time, like I don't give a shit what people think. Like I give a shit about what people think on my social medias and all that stuff. Like that I care a bit about. But I'm out in public, I don't give a shit what people think about me. You'll hear me outside like screaming at people that give me a dirty look, or if some guy flips me off driving because I'm driving slower in one lane or whatever, I'm gonna get out on his ass at the next red light and talk to him and have a conversation with him about how I'm gonna kick his ass. So like
I don't doubt that at all.
True.
so that
Seen
made
it
me
firsthand.
like that. But I still have a very caring side of me. I'm still a very nice guy. Like I've put a lot of time aside from putting my business first to help other people, to do things for other people. So for me, like going back to grade 6, like I didn't want to be bullied. So I still was caring, nice, like always trying to have friends and whatnot. So I took that, and it made me very caring now. But it also kind of like, you know, you're being bullied for so long, you kind of just like start getting very mad and built up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then so that made me into the, you know, very aggressive person that I can be. If, you know, someone wants to dance, I'll fucking dance type deal. So
Do you know how to shuffle?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, I gotta bring you to a rave.
Yeah, fucking go to rave, dude.
I'm not going to rave.
Let's go this weekend.
Okay, next question.
I think I'm out of questions.
Yeah, I think we got.
To be honest-
It's just people asking about your twisted tea, or if it's iced tea, but it's clearly twisted tea now.
Iced tea is iced tea still where it's at. Twisted tea is old
Yeah, the one in the yellow
old
can.
American.
The one in the yellow can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's so
That
good.
one's banging,
That one's
dude.
so
it's
good.
made with malt as well, so it's still like considered a beer, but yeah, it's banging, dude.
It's been-
Yeah, I fuck with that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, damn, I'm out of questions. I think Neil's out of questions. Are you out of questions?
Yeah, so I'll close on this. So, in all honesty, we'll bring it back, going off the vibe Neil just set with his answer. So, with this Ask segment, we got to learn a bit about each other, got to say a bunch of
Yeah, I
stupid
didn't
things.
know fucking Zach did yoga.
Yeah, that was
It's kind of not my friend.
That was
anymore.
that was an eye opener for all of us.
I'm
I'm sure.
just kidding, I respect that. I did yoga twice. Really, I know I'm flexible. I did yoga because the yoga teacher was fucking a dime, dude. Stacy. Oh,
Damn,
yeah.
do it.
Okay, I might not even say what I'm gonna say. But- so, in all honesty, though, Zach, I know no matter what you do, you will go far, and I hope in
Thank
a
you.
few years when you are reaching, or almost, or reaching whatever levels you want to, of heights you want to reach in your success in your industry, I cannot wait to have you back on, and we
Thanks,
laugh
brother.
when we're both like making money off what we're doing, what we're loving to do,
Bro, we're
and
gonna
learning
go-
from everything.
We're gonna go bring our wives to each other's cottages and have massive parties and just like buy Sea-Doos and just rip the fucking lake.
Fucking race them all down.
Yeah, we're gonna each have a sports car and a truck, and we're just gonna fuck shit up.
I like trucks.
I know
I
you
like
do.
Sports
trucks
car and
a
truck
lot.
and fuck shit up.
Yeah.
And Neil.
Hello.
So I'm gonna wait for Neil to put his phone down because I'm gonna do the same thing.
I'm in a business meeting at the same time. Dude. I'm live feeding my business meeting right now.
Okay. So I think I love that you've turned something from a lot of people when I would be away would ask me about you and no one really know, or people have their misconceptions that you didn't go do anything or into what tunes, but you march to the beat of your own drum. You have your own company. You're gonna push it to extreme heights that I know beyond a shadow of a doubt you're gonna surpass any expectation that anyone has for you, even the ones you have for yourself. I have no doubt in my mind that Zach, and it's you especially as well, between both your hard work, your dedication, and your love, I think that itself will make you guys extremely successful in your respective fields. And I kind of wait to have you guys back on in like 5 years from now, when we're all making money off what we love, and I get to celebrate each of you. and what you've made of yourselves.
Buddy.
So thank you, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Brother,
Yeah, I'll send you my invoice for my time.
sounds good, dude. We're gonna cut to a clip after me beating Neil up in the parking lot. Thanks, guys.
We're gonna cut to another clip of my lawyers suing Glenn's ass.
It's okay, Neil won't be able to write because his wrist will be broken.
That's why I have lawyers.
Sign his name.